Main risk factors for preventable chronic diseases are tobacco use, lack of physical activity, and excessive alcohol use. The risk factors have caused unpreventable and preventable diseases like disability and death. To reduce these risk factors, prevent diseases or injury before it ever occurs, reduce the impact of a disease or injury that has already occurred, soften the impact of an ongoing illness or injury that has lasting effects. We all need to invest our time and money in improving healthy lifestyle behaviors by increasing physical activity and improving our diet. By doing this, almost 35% of early deaths will be avoided. Our integrative nutrition health specialist, Betty Olayinka Folari Akinlosotu, aka BOFA, advocates for this every Sunday on Health Corner and Nutrition segments showing on Healthy Living with BOFA channel, where she also features professionals on interview with expert segments. Join us every Sunday, 2 p.m. US time, 7 p.m. UK and Nigerian time, 8 p.m. South African time. See you there.
There's one thing I always tell people, especially people that are closer to me, that I can advise when it comes to health and nutrition. There's one fact I always emphasize on, which is every human being in life carry cancer cell. You were born with it, you grow with it, you live with it, you do so many things. I mean, every activities you do with them, and you die with it. But how this cancer cell grows in your body depends on what you do with your body. What you eat, what you feed your body with, that's what matters. That's what determines the growth of this cancer cell. Yes. If you don't know, because some people don't know that this cancer cell is already in our body system. So when people say, oh, she has cancer, but it is spiritual, it was discovered that it is spiritual. What is spiritual? You better don't deceive yourself. There's nothing spiritual when it comes to cancer, because it's already in your body. Something that is not in your body, that is planted spiritually, put in your body spiritually, that's what you believe it is spiritual. But something you were born with, and when it grows, it is your fault because you were not able to eat good food. That is not spiritual. Don't let anybody deceive you that. Because the study shows that about 1 of every 3 people will develop some form of malignancy during his or her lifetime. Which means we have conducted our research and we have realized that 3 out of 10 would develop some form of cancer during their lifetime. Those 3 people are not eating good. They are not exercising. It means that they are not resting. It means that they are exposed to a lot of pollutants and toxins out there. It means that their lifestyle is nothing to write about. And despite these grim statistics, doctors have made great progress in understanding the biology of cancer cells. They have already been able to improve the diagnosis and treatment of cancer. Before, some cancer are not curable. They are not treatable. But now, they are treatable. They are curable. But instead of just waiting for you to have that cancer and waiting for the treatment, you can do a lot to protect yourself right now. That means you can prevent it right now from even growing at all. You were born with it, you die with it. So let's talk about 10 commandments of cancer prevention after the break. This is Healthy Living with BOFA Health and Nutrition Talk Show. Time to go on the break. I will be right back.
Health is wealth, vital is vital. You gotta take care of yourself.
Hello, do you want to live your best? You want to live your way into a healthy and beautiful body, free from all forms of diseases such as diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, hemorrhoid, and so on? Are you limited to particular foods intake due to your health status? Oh yeah, I bring to you good news, as you can eat what you want. Contact us today for any of these services. Holistic Nutrition Consult sorting based on individual health status such as diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, among others. Visit us in our office at 10039 Bisonet Street, Suite 228D, Houston, Texas, with zip code 77036. You can as well book an appointment with us on our website www.begandbomservices.com or call 347-61 35485 347-61 35485. At B&B, your health matters to us.
Health is wealth. Vital is vital. You gotta take care of yourself.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Our discussion today on the show focuses on 10 commandments, you can call it mandates, you need to know to prevent cancer. Of course, we've heard a lot of things about cancer. In fact, we've had family members that died of cancer, regardless of what type of cancer. We've seen it on social media, we've seen it physically, we've experienced it, we've heard it. Everywhere, cancer is real. You know why? Because we all carry the cells in our body. Yes, and most of our lifestyle these days do not help the body. I mean, this lifestyle we live today hurts our body so much, give opportunity to this cell to grow. Yes, I mean cancer cell. The life we live today, the kind of food we put on our plate, the kind of diet we have every day, give this cell opportunity to grow and hurt us, if not killing. Because there are a lot of cancer that can be prevented, which I'm going to treat in the next edition. Yes. The American Cancer Society developed some simple reminder years ago. Years ago. That means if we have paid attention to that simple reminder, I'm very sure that the rate of this cancer death will decrease. But now, the rate of this cancer death is increasing every day. And that is the reason why I'm bringing back this simple reminder. And this gives a lot of symptoms of the disease called cancer. And these symptoms is called caution. C-A-U-T-I-O-N, caution. Of which C is change in bowel or bladder habits. If there is any change in your bowel movement or in your bladder movement, quickly go to your doctor immediately, because that is a sign of that cancer growing in either your bladder or in your stomach, because there is no part of your body that cannot be attacked by this disease called cancer. So C is change in bowel or bladder habits. A is a sore that does not heal. If you have any sore that refuses to heal, that is a sign. That is a symptom. You quickly need to do something as fast as possible. U is an unusual bleeding or discharge. If you are having unusual bleeding, it bleeds but never stops, or you often bleed, or you have discharge coming out of your vagina or your penis, that is a sign. You need to take care of it as soon as possible. T is thickening or lumps in the breast or elsewhere. I'm going to use myself as an example, because everything I tell you on this platform, when it comes to health and nutrition, I'm a living witness. When it comes to lumps, I'm talking about your breast. About 10 years ago, I have bumps on my left breast. I'm talking about over 10 years ago now. So I have lumps in my left breast. I was just, I always pay attention to my body. Any changes, anything I feel, I quickly run to my doctor. So I was taking my shower And I always do my breast self-examination. I was doing it in my shower because this is the way I do it. You want to do your self-examination on your breast. You put one hand over your head like this and use the other one to press your breast to massage it and see if there is any bumps, any lumps. You quickly tell your doctor. So I realized that there was something on my left breast. So I went to my doctor and they realized that I have lumps in my left breast. So immediately I was referred for biopsy. So they performed biopsy upon me and this thing was flushed out. Yes, they removed the lumps. Now tell me, if I've waited till now to realize that I have lumps, you know what will have happened to me? Maybe I will have had breast cancer. Maybe one of my breasts will have been removed. I mean, mastectomy. You don't know. That is what I'm talking about. Prevention. Ability to pay attention to any changes in your body. It is very important. So when you see thickening or lumps in the breast or any part of your body, quickly run to your doctor for examination. I is indigestion or difficulty in swallowing. If you eat something and you're feeling constipated, that means the food you eat is not being able to digest. That is what we call by indigestion. If you eat something and you feel heavy, you feel pain in your stomach, you feel constipated, that is a sign that something is going on with your body. Yes, something is going on with your digestive system. Or you feel difficult in swallowing something, you need to see because that could be a thyroid cancer. There's no part of your body that cannot be cancerous. I'm telling you this, whether you like, even your eyelashes, your nails, no parts, even the smallest organ in your body can be cancerous. Whether you like it or not, research, ask questions, speak to specialists, speak to medical practitioners. They will tell you the truth. They will confirm what I'm telling you. So when you feel indigestion or difficulties in swallowing anything, quickly run to your doctor and perform a test that will detect what exactly is going on with your body. Oh, it's obvious change in a wart or mole. And lastly, nagging cough or hoarseness. Yes. When you have cough, aggravating cough, non-stop coughing, or hoarseness. Hoarseness is when you lose your voice. When it's becoming 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, that is another problem. It is not ordinary. It's not what you can just go to the wall, because normally we believe in Africa that when you have, when you lose your voice, hoarseness, you go to open wall. You speak to the wall 3 times, or you exhale into that wall 3 times, and that's it. If you try that and it's taking too long, like 3, 4, 5 days, 2 days, you are in trouble. So you quickly need to speak to your doctor. Yes. Let me show you the picture of wart and mole so that you understand it more better than telling you. This is moles and this is warts. Yes. You see, this is your foot and this is behind you in your back. This black stuff is what we call moles. You see moles, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's more. This is moles, black stuff behind you. You see it in your back. And this is warts. You see, you need to check it out with your doctor. That is the advice, to be sure that this is not cancer. Because cancer look like this. Yes, some cancer look like this. And some cancer will look like moles. And you will not know. You think it's moles. And meanwhile, it is not. So we have different type of cancer, especially skin cancer. And some cancer will come in form of this in your body, apart from skin cancer. So when you see moles and warts, you need to take action immediately to be sure that it is not cancer. So this is kind of alerts, like symptoms you will see to better, discuss it with your doctor. This is the caution you need to pay attention to, and they are like symptoms. Yes, they are like symptoms. And I'm saying this because I want everybody to know exactly what you will look out for. Yes, you should know what you look out for in your body by paying attention to your body. There's no way you will know this if you are not the type of person that is so conscious of your body system, what goes on in your body, what happens to your body, the sign, everything, symptoms you're seeing in your body. If you are not conscious of that, there is no way you would realize or you would discover or you know this caution I'm talking about. Yes. Now, when it comes to diagnosis of this disease called cancer, early diagnosis is important. It is very, very important. For instance, what I told you about my breast, I thought it was boiled until I realized that it was a lump. So if I don't take action, there is no way I will know, and the immediate action is performed. So early diagnosis is very important. But can you go one better? Can you reduce your risk of getting cancer in the first place? It sounds too good to be true. Yes, but it is not. According to scientists at the Harvard School of Public Health, it was estimated that up to 75% of American cancer deaths can be prevented. Yes, I'm giving you the right information from the right source. And this prevention is what I call 10 commandments. Yes, what are these 10 commandments? Number one is avoiding tobacco use. Those of you that take cigarettes, tobacco, and things like that, you need to avoid it. And even if you want to, if you cannot do without, because there are some people, they take marijuana, and this marijuana people think is medicinal. If your doctor prescribed marijuana for you, there must be a limitation. There must be, you must do it in moderation. There must be a moderation for everything you do. Yes. So you want to avoid tobacco. Number 2 commandment is eating properly. This is our advocacy here. Because anything that happens to your body system, it's caused by the food you feed the body with and what you do with your body. Yes. So eating properly is number 2. And how do you do this? You need to reduce your consumption of saturated fats and red meats. This increases the risk of colon cancer and a more aggressive form of prostate cancer. Yes, you need to increase your consumption of fruits, vegetables, and whole grain. You know why you want to increase this food? Fruit consists of antioxidants. Vegetable carries antioxidants. All grain carry antioxidants. And what do they do in your body? What do these antioxidants do in your body? Antioxidants is a cancer fighter. Antioxidants fight the radicals that cause cancer in our body system. That is why I said fruits, vegetables, all grains must be consumed every day in order to prevent yourself from the cancer cell in your body from growing. Number 3 is exercising regularly. This is, you see, everything I say on this platform to keep fit, to have optimal health, it's always about eating, about exercising, about staying away from this, avoiding tobacco, avoiding alcohol. It's just it. In everything we do. In every disease, this is what they are going to tell you. You need to exercise. Exercise will reduce a woman's risk of cancer, especially breast cancer and possibly reproductive cancers and colon cancer. Yes. If you exercise regularly, especially those of you that have weight. Yes. Exercise will help protect you even if you don't lose weight. Let's say you are not losing weight. Like myself, people don't expect me to lose weight. With that, I'm still exercising my body. Yes, because I don't want the cancer cell in my body to grow. I eat good because I don't want to be sick. Yes, I want to prevent it. And the next one, number 4, is you want to stay lean. You don't want to gain an excessive weight. You don't need that excessive weight. No, at all. Not at all. You don't need it. You know why you don't need it? Obesity increases the risk of many forms of cancer. Yes. Calorie count. If you need to slim down, take a few calories and burn more with exercise. Yes. That is what you should do. Oh, I need to gain weight. For them to know that this is evidence of good living. They know that I have the money. I'm living a good life. No. You are not living a good life. Because it's not about how wealthy you are. It's about how healthy you are. Because a lot of wealthy people today, their money cannot even buy this health, this good health, optimal health. They couldn't buy it. We see them. They are struggling with their lives. But people that have the money, they don't have a good life. Some of them, I'm not saying all of them, some of them. Some feel uncomfortable before they can talk. Some cannot even run and they have this money. Some cannot even breathe. And they have the body. People see them and told you to low. No, it's not like that. When it comes to health, it's not about how big you are in your body. It's not about the clothes you wear. It's about how healthy you look. Your skin will tell you whether you are healthy or not. The way you speak, the way you walk, the way you move your body will tell you you are healthy and wealthy. I tell people, you're not wealthy until you are healthy. If you can prove to me that you are healthy, yes, you are wealthy. Even if you don't have one dime in your bank account. But you can run, you can dance, you can talk without anything on your throat. You can sit down comfortably. You can eat your meal, finish it, without struggling to swallow it. That is what they call wealth, and which is basically mean health. So gaining weight means nothing. You don't need the body. And if you choose, number 5, if you choose to drink, limit yourself to an average of 1 drink a day. Not those of you that want, some of you don't go to party, but when you get to people's house, you will see a lot of drinks, different wines, different beer, different alcohol in their refrigerator, in their storage. Some cannot do without drinking 2 bottles, 3 bottles of a beer a day. And this is what kills your body. Nobody say you should not drink alcohol because our body needs alcohol anyway. But how much? That is what we need to pay attention. Quantity. Portion control is very, very important. If you cannot control what you eat, you will get yourself into a very big problem. And by the time you are struggling to resolve that problem, it might be too late for you. You have your money, of course. You can buy 1 carton of beer and drink it immediately. Some will go to the party. All they are there for is just to make sure that they finish 1 carton of beer. You are damaging your lungs. You are damaging your kidneys. You are damaging your liver. Every organ in your body. Internal organ, you are damaging them. In fact, your skin, you are affecting your skin. If you don't know, I'm telling you today. So it's not about the money you have in your pocket. It's about what you use that money to buy and what you eat. Number 6, avoiding unnecessary exposure to radiation. I'm going to expatiate more on this because many people don't pay attention to this area. They think it's nothing. They think it doesn't affect our health. It does, my dear. Yes. Get medical imaging study only when you need them. Don't just go to the hospital or to the diagnostic center because you must go. You need it before you can go for that imaging. It needs to be determined by your doctor before you can go and do imaging. Yes, like X-ray. Anything that you are going to go under any imaging, medical imaging, to perform a test is what we call medical imaging studies. Yes. Do it when you need to. Check your home for residential random. Anything that's not supposed to be in your house, there's something that belongs to outdoor, put it out. Something that's supposed to be indoor, put it indoor. In your house, I mean. Let it be indoor. This residential random increases the risk of lung cancer. All these chemicals, all these pollutants you put in your house, they're supposed to be kept in your garage or they're supposed to be kept outside. You leave them in your house, inside your house. Some even put them in the kitchen when they are cooking. All those odor, dust, all those things, getting into their food, into their nostril, they are inhaling it. This causes cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, it does cause cancer. Yes. You need to protect yourself from ultraviolet radiation and sunlight. Remember, I talked about sunlight, about vitamin D and stuff. How long do you stay in the sun? It's not because I need vitamin D and I don't want to eat it from the food because food is not giving us enough. And I don't want to take supplements because I don't want to swallow. I cannot swallow things. I want to go to the sun and sit down there for a whole day and receive my vitamin D. No, it doesn't work like that. Because if you do more than 10 to 18 minutes, you probably get ultraviolet radiation from that sunlight. And meanwhile, you are trying to protect your body to get enough vitamin D. At the end of the day, you will hurt yourself because you don't know how long you should stay there. I'm telling you, 10 to 18 minutes. Get out of that sunlight. Get inside. Yes, because that ultraviolet radiation in the sun increases the risk of melanomas and other skin cancers. That's something that people get worried about. I need to tell you this. Don't worry about electromagnetic radiation from high voltage power lines, or radio frequency radiation from microwaves and cell phone. You know why you don't want to be worried about it? They don't cause cancer. The research said that these electromagnetic radiation from high voltage power lines or radio frequency radiation from microwaves or your cell phone do not cause cancer. Don't die before death. Some are so curious, they are so afraid, they are so nervous, like, oh, if I use cell phone, I put it on my ears, oh, I'm going to have cancer. Oh, if I put food on the microwave, and sometimes we need to study. Sometimes we need to ask questions. Sometimes we need to research. Sometimes we need to read books to know answer, to get answers to all our questions, so that we don't look dumb. Yes, we need to do that. Number 7 is avoiding exposure to industrial and environmental toxins. This is also important, such as asbestos fibers, Those of you that build houses that use asbestos, there are some toxins from that asbestos you can inhale. That is why you must put mask. Anybody that deal with environmental or industrial work, you need to wear mask to protect yourself from that toxins. Benzene, aromatic amines, and PCB, polychlorinated biphenyls, are all industrial and environmental toxins. All these you can find in industries, in our environment. Yeah, they are industrial and environmental toxins that get into our bodies. So we need to be very careful. If you are an industrial workers, you don't cover your nose. All these chemicals, they are toxins that get into your body. Yes, and you need to be very careful because they cause cancer. They affect your cells. Yes, we need to be very. Number 8 is avoiding infections that contribute to cancer, and this includes hepatitis virus. Hepatitis virus is a very dangerous virus. HIV also, and the human papilloma virus. HPV. This is common in women, and it can be transferred to men. Men can transfer it to women through sex. So that is why I'm going to talk about it in the next edition. When I'm talking about cervical cancer, I have to talk about it because this is the cause of cervical cancer. You see, many are transmitted sexually. All these virus, hepatitis virus, HIV, HPV, they can be transmitted sexually or through contaminated needles. Hepatitis can be transmitted through contaminated needles. Also, HIV can be transmitted through contaminated needles. You need to be very, very careful of who you open your 2 legs for. Yes, or who you kiss. It's very important. Number 9 is making quality sleep a priority. Some of us don't rest at all. We don't sleep at least 7 to 8 hours every day. It's ideal. It's recommended. We have 24 hours a day. To take 7 hours out of 24 hours is difficult for us. No, it shouldn't be difficult. Yes, I'm also guilty, but I find way of resting. Yes, because I will see the sign. When immediately I realize that I'm having headache, I know I'm being stressed out. And I'll slow it down. I'll quickly slow it down. I'll give myself enough rest. Tobacco, you shall continue. They can close the company because of you. They can't even close it for 1 day or 1 hour for you. The only thing they hold you is 20-second silence. Yes, that's what they hold you. So don't kill yourself because of that business, because of that job, because of that company. You don't need it. Make your sleeping time a priority for yourself. Rest when you need to and work when you need to work. That's just, you know why? Because poor and insufficient sleep is associated with weight gain, which is a cancer risk factor. Weight gain, it's one of the cancer risk factors. If you don't know, I'm telling you today. And the last one I'm going to talk about is getting enough vitamin D. When you go for your blood work, I'm very sure that vitamin D will either low or high or normal. It's normal. Like here in the United States, now, everybody that is going for annual is having their vitamin D low or high. You can't even high because we don't get enough sun. For the past 6 months, we are in winter period, springtime, no sunlight. You don't get sunlight. And the food we eat, no matter how healthy this food is, you don't get enough vitamin D from it. You don't get enough nutrients in general from the food you eat daily. And that is why I said it last week that you have to supplement it. So if you don't get enough vitamin D, it can be a cancer risk factor. Lack of vitamin D can be a cancer risk factor. If you don't know, I'm telling you today. But the good news is this. It is now recommended that we take 8 to 1,000 international units a day. This is a goal that is nearly impossible to attain without taking a supplement. But those of you that cannot swallow, and you cannot get it from the food you eat, you cannot get it from the sunlight because we are in winter period now. It's even better for people that live in Africa. That's, the climate is good for you to get sunlight. You either get, if you go for test right now in Africa, Nigeria precisely, your vitamin D must probably be high or it's normal. But here in the United States, we are low in vitamin D, no matter what you eat, no matter how rich the food is, no matter how healthy the food is, you don't get enough vitamin D from the food you eat. You must supplement it. So for us, it is recommended we take 800 to 1,000 IU, the national unit, a day. That is the goal. But it is impossible without taking a supplement. I'm talking about us. Listen, people, vitamin D may help reduce the risk of prostate cancer, colon cancer, and other malignancies. Other name for cancer is malignancy. Yes. So for men, you must be taking your vitamin D regularly. If you low, except if it is at the normal range in your body. It prevents cancer, colon cancer. It prevents prostate cancer. It could be men or women cancer, anybody, young or old. This cancer, one thing about this cancer, it doesn't recognize sex. I mean gender, whether you're a man or a woman. It doesn't recognize age, whether you are young or you're old. It doesn't recognize. It grows when you don't feed the cell properly. It grows. That's one thing I want you to realize. Don't say, I'm a woman, I will not get cancer. Oh, I'm young, I'm old. No! It grows when you don't feed that cell with good food, with healthy food, that it will help you to fight all the radicals. If you don't feed those cells in your body to fight all these radicals, it will grow. That means you kill your body. Let me give you the analysis of what happens, what takes place in your body. If you consume unhealthy food, this cancer cell will not have strength to fight the bad bacteria in your body. The simple way to understand is, if you don't eat from morning to night, how will you feel? You will feel weak. You will feel powerless. You feel like nothing is in you. In fact, you won't be able to get up. That is exactly what's happened to the good bacteria in your body if you don't fill them with the good food. And when you feed your body with unhealthy food, you are strengthening the bad bacteria in your body system. You eat about fufu amala every day. About fufu amala. No fruit, no vegetable, no grain, no fiber, nothing. You are just eating carbohydrates. Or maybe you have protein, fish or meat or chicken. That's it. No vegetables, no fruits, no fiber, nothing. No antioxidants, no antivirus, antibacterial, nothing from what you eat. You basically get them from fruit, vegetable, or grain. So if you don't have all these in your body, you are strengthening the bad bacteria. And once these bad bacteria are strengthened, they will fight the good bacteria that has been weakened, because you are not feeding the good bacteria in your body. They are weak in your body. So those good bad bacteria will be strengthened and empowered and start fighting the good bacteria, because you have already weakened the good bacteria by not feeding them with healthy food. Nutrients to fight bad bacteria. So you are strengthening the bad bacteria by eating amala eba, no other nutrients. Because when you are able to eat carbohydrates, you need, I mentioned it last week, that you need micro, MIC, that will break down micronutrient, which is minerals and vitamin, that will break down those carbohydrates. Yes, you need that. You need all this good food, this healthy food, to fight off these invading viruses in your body. Yes, this bad bacteria in your body, you need them. And you can only get them from the food you eat and exercising your body, giving yourself enough sleep, avoiding anything that is so infectious. Toxins, you need to avoid them. This is how you live a healthy life. And this is how you prevent cancer from growing, because it's in your body. There's nothing you can do. It is in your body. You live with it. It lives with you for the rest of your life. So if you want it to die with you without growing, if you don't want it to kill you by growing and start affecting every part of your body, then you need to eat good. You need to do all these 10 commandments to prevent this cancer. And it could be any cancer. And it can attack anybody, regardless of your age, your status, your sex, your gender. It can affect anybody. Meaning it can grow. Next week, I'll tell you 12 preventable cancers. Because when people think cancer cannot be prevented, that is a pure lie. You can prevent cancer. I've done it before. I prevented breast cancer. Yes. I still have my results, my report, my test results, both my mammogram that shows lumps and my biopsy. I prevented it on time. You can do the same thing. So next week, I'm going to teach you 12 preventable cancers next week. Join me next week. It is better prevented than cured. That's what I stand for. So I'll see you next week with more health and nutrition tips. I'm Dr. Betty. I'll see you next week. Have a good night. Bye.